Pick your poison. Now we're trapped in a world where we sit around and scold one another. And you call each other brothers. Why you judging for a single thing that he did? Look at yourself instead and go and get rid of the fucking negativity that's inside of your head. You could choose anything, choose this or choose that. You could go for a drink or take a puff in and pass, or feel the high that'll block you in your past.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the GMS show. Joining me today is Reazon. Thanks for coming back.
What's good?
So Reazon, when did you start doing rap?
Okay. You mean like
Hip hop mostly. Like
making
when did you
my own
making
music?
your official music.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I started writing my own music around spring of last year. So it hasn't been too long actually. Say like April or something. I just one day decided, hey, I'm bored. Let me write a song, and came out 90% horrible, but it was a good start because I didn't know I could actually finish a whole song, and I did it, and I showed it to some people. They told me it's
yes,
good,
man.
but I knew it wasn't. But basically, I kept going after that every now and then until I decided, let me put one out. Sounded like trash. You're gonna find it on my SoundCloud. It's called Treasure Chest. It's horrible, trash. Literally, I just took the beat off a Brazilian rap song that I know, and then I took my lyrics, recorded them on GarageBand, very professional, plugged them together, export, no mix, no master, nothing. I didn't do anything to it, and came out sounding horrible, but people were like, yo, this guy put out a song, it's my first song ever, and people were like,
Not bad for first song.
not bad for a first song, exactly, because the way I see that song is it's an old song, it's trash, but it was the start of something big. That's how it is.
So you mainly started on SoundCloud. You didn't go on Spotify maybe till last year or so?
Yeah, I went on Spotify and all streaming at around December of last year when I put out my first EP. In retrospect, I decided it would be a good move because, I mean, let's face it, like
SoundCloud's not big here.
95% of people use streaming. Nobody uses SoundCloud.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. So I decided, let's do it.
Did you sign to a label? Or did you do it by yourself, since you have to sign to a label to go on Spotify, right?
No, that's a popular misconception. A lot of people think so, but actually, the way I did it was, there's a bunch of distributors online. Okay, I'll name a few. There's TuneCore, CD Baby, DistroKid. I don't know if you've heard of them.
So they act as like independent. So they're like a channel, so you could sign in and you can pay like what, $20, something like that.
Exactly. Like the one I use is DistroKid. They charge you like a fee per year. I pay $35, nothing at all, just per year, and you get to post as many songs as you want. They go up everywhere, so it's like you're acting as your own label, independent, and they're the distributor for you.
What if you get big? Does it become a negative thing back then, since maybe the terms and services are on their side, so they profit and all that?
No, because with this distributor, actually, they give you 100% of your royalties, right? As long as you pay the annual fee. So if you, let's say, get really big, that's a huge plus for you because you get to keep 100%. In labels, when you sign to them, some of them ask for like 30% or 40%, etc. So the fact that you get to keep a whole 100% is really good for the artist. Say I get like $100,000, that's all mine. I ain't anywhere near that, but it's all mine. You get it?
So talking about Spotify, how are your plays there? Like how many streams do you get per song? 1,000, 10,000?
Damn, you're going straight for my ego, man. No, okay, so my plays are mostly centered on Apple Music right now. Centered.
Oh, okay.
I mostly get them on Apple Music because I see that as the main platform. I use that platform personally. A lot of people use Spotify now, but Spotify is relatively new to
the
UAE in general. I don't know, man. Like, okay, let's say my last track, Relevant. Okay, the one I put out before the EP. That was the last track before the EP. Relevant got around 1,000 streams on Apple Music, and then a couple hundred on each in different one. So like together it adds up to, I don't know, like 2 point something K.
Was it at first kind of exciting that you got like 100 plays, 1,000 plays?
Yeah.
But now, is it
Like,
over?
if I check my Apple Music artists app, they're like, you hit 100 plays. I'm like, holy baby
Till
steps.
now?
Huh?
Till now, is it like a great feeling, or you maybe bored of it? You want to get more?
Of course, I always want to like exceed myself, but when I get a certain achievement on a new song, it makes me feel like the people like the song.
What's the biggest highlight that's happened to you since you've started? Think like you can go back on and be like, yeah, because of that, I'm gonna keep on rapping and keep on doing this thing.
Let me see. Good question. I would say the strongest, like the most impactful, let's say song I've released was Relevant. Okay. Before that, there was let's go back before that. Before Relevant, there was a song called Well Aware. That was part of my first EP, and song kind of had like a catchy hook, like I'm well aware. Yeah, so people was like, yo, shit, that's nice.
Yeah.
So with Well Aware, people were liking it a lot, and that song showed people that I can kind of bring them the hype that they want, and I started getting more listeners, more people coming through. But like now, honestly, the way I view Well Aware is it's a shit song, but that's because every month or every day, let's say, I exceed myself by a little bit. So looking back at how I was 1 year ago, I feel like I was completely trash, and now I'm a little less trash. I'm
So
not
you see
good.
progress, which is really important.
Exactly, progress is what I want.
Do you also make your own beats?
Okay, I make my own beats,
What do you use?
but they're not the beats that I use in my songs. Yeah, I use Logic to answer your question, Logic Pro, but I don't feel confident enough with my beats to use them in my own like actual releases. But I really like making beats. Like production is one of my hobbies too. Like, you know, I do more than just rap. Like I play a bunch of instruments and shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, guitar, piano, and like recently I started learning drums. So, and production kind of ties them all in together.
So you're looking to incorporate these things into your production?
Exactly. So one day when I feel confident enough, I'm gonna start using my own beats for my song.
Are they up tier, or like why are you not using them? Do you feel like they don't match your style of rapping, or is it maybe not too good as you're rapping, so to speak?
Well, there's some beats that I've made, okay, that I actually think would be great when I rap to them. However, like what I mean when I'm not confident enough with my beats is mixing terms, because you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah, mixing and mastering. That's
exactly.
Yeah,
So that just comes with time. You know, my ear is good, but my ear is not perfect. So over time, give it maybe another year, I might be using my shit. So I'm not
hopefully,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Reazon, who would you say your top inspiration is, or who would you say your top 5 is?
Top 5.
Top 5.
Damn. Top 5
Yeah.
inspirations. Or top 5 rappers.
Top 5 rappers.
Top 5 rappers. Okay. Look,
It can be Tupac. It can't be
it's
Biggie.
not Pac, it's not Biggie.
Not the usual names.
I'm not sticking to that. Okay?
Okay.
But
But
Eminem is there. Okay.
okay, yeah, that's
Like,
how
you
I can
cannot
tell from your
deny.
self-rap, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people give me that. Eminem is up there. In my opinion, Eminem is the best rapper to ever exist of all time.
Till now,
Till
with
now.
Kamikaze and Revival.
Till now.
You like the albums?
Yes,
Really?
I do. Yeah. A lot of people hate on it. A lot of people think that they're shit, but I fucking love them. And to tell you this, a lot of people hated Revival, right?
Yeah.
So many damn people hated Revival. I did not know people hated Revival until Kamikaze came out.
Really?
Because I was jamming that shit so hard. Like I fucking memorized most of the songs and
Even Shape of You, or that thing with Ed Sheeran, what's it called?
I've been a liar.
Yeah,
and
oh.
a thief. Yeah. No. Okay. So Eminem is number
Eminem's
one.
number 1, yeah.
Yeah. In terms of best rappers, but he's not my favorite rapper.
Okay.
Yeah. My favorite rapper is J. Cole. Okay.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think J. Cole is the number 1 rapper currently. Yeah. In like in our time right now. Not in terms of how good he is, blah blah blah. In terms of how much he's dominating.
Is it better than Drake?
Yeah.
I'm joking. Yeah, of course it's better than Drake. Yeah. So your top 5 would be J. Cole, Kendrick,
Yes. And then the remaining 3 would
remaining 3,
be
Joyner, Denzel, and Token.
Token.
Okay, so-
or whoever else I'm listening to at that time.
Okay. So what do you have working on right now?
Okay, so if you guys don't know, I put out my EP True to Self last week. October 12th. I've been working on that for a really long time, more than a year, and it essentially was gonna be an album of around 16 songs, but I decided it's not a good move to do that shit because I need to establish my image as an artist before I put out something so big, because like I won't have an audience to listen to my 16 songs if like I need an audience
Yeah, you
first.
need to build a foundation first.
Exactly. So True to Self shrunk from 16 to 6 songs because of that particular reason. And after this, now I have an EP, which like an idea for an EP which I'm trying to put out from about my family, sort of like a very personal EP. 6 songs too, I think. Right now that's the idea, but who knows, could be 16. Like, you know. I've got a song about my parents' love story. Which is it's a pretty cool story because my dad's Jordanian, my mom's Brazilian, so them meeting like in 2 parts of the world is really cool. And the second one, I've got one about my mom separate, one about my dad separate, sort of like to give them gratitude. Is a song
So it's like a love letter to your loved ones, you could say?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
And one of them is about my brother and sister, one about my girlfriend, and one about my grandma. So yeah. And besides that, what I'm working on now mostly are collabs. I got like there's a bunch of people I'm working with. I'm only gonna say the ones which I'm liberated to say, at liberty to say. Yes. I'm working on one with my girlfriend. She's also a singer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and her name is Chris Ishaq. She has 1 single out, another one coming in November.
What's the single called?
Here For You. You guys should listen to that.
What's her artist name?
Chris Ishaq.
Yes.
Yeah, and we're making a song together because everybody who's listened to my songs and her songs wanted us to make a song together because we're together and because she sings and I rap, so
That's logical.
that mix comes out really good. And I got a collab planned with Ibi. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah, I know him.
BK. We have that. There's one with Abu Dhabi rappers, Arabic rappers, NM1. I don't know if you've heard of them.
Is he a big guy? Really known?
They're pretty well known, like in Abu Dhabi. They've been here for a while. They've been doing it for a while, and they do it in Arabic. So that also helps me branch out in terms of language.
What do you think of the rap industry here, or the rap scene here? How is it good? Is it bad?
So the scene improved a lot, and it used to be like half dead from what I've known. I wasn't a rapper for so long to know about this shit, but I know that like people, including Freak.
He's like the Abu Dhabi guy, right?
Yeah, Freak is an Abu Dhabi guy.
Abu Dhabi,
Abu Dhabi, yeah. Yeah, funny enough, I'm in that music video.
Oh, really?
He shot the video in numerous places, one of them being the skate park, okay? And I ride BMX, okay? So I was there, and we were all in the video, like with the bikes and shit. Yeah. So, Freak, Menon, The Recipe, Big Hass, these people helped shape the music scene to what it is today, you know? Mo Flow, Bailuni, like there's a bunch of names, you know? I don't want to leave anyone out, but like these are the ones that come off the top of my head. They've shaped the scene into what it is, like into actually having a scene. Dubai scene is way better than Abu Dhabi scene, that is 100% true. In Dubai we have events every now and then, there's an open mic, although
showcase.
Yeah, Abu Dhabi has that, but it's starting to get there. It's not there yet. Even Dubai is not there yet, but it's still higher than
What about
Abu Dhabi.
Sharjah?
Allah Yakbar.
It's dead, you know? It's practically dead.
Yeah, more or less. I mean, there's like some events, right? But there's no open mics and stuff. That's because of Sharjah's regulations, and I mean it's understandable, right? Like the difference in laws between Dubai and Sharjah is huge.
So before we go, what do you think I should name the show? Is there a good name you could think of? Since it's a generic music show, it's a bad name. I don't want to change it.
Good morning, Sharjah. Say that again. I thought of Amp Up because bring up the energy, whatever it is. I don't know, if I think of something, I'll tell you, man. Or
thanks for the help.
You're welcome, sir. You're welcome.
Thanks for the interview, man. I really enjoyed it, and I wish you the best.
Thank you.
Especially
for having me on.
you're doing this only for a year, so what
Yeah.
you're doing is really substantial.
Thank you,
Thanks
man.
for coming,
I appreciate it.
and see you guys.